Blue lights flickered behind him. I hope that cop is just going to a call, Varnum thought. He pulled the Buick to the right and slowed, hoping the blue lights would go around him. They didn't. The officer slowed and pulled to the right, matching Varnum's action. "Fuck me," Varnum said as he came to a stop on a secluded part of Route 3. He was on a stretch of the road that was lined on both sides with thick mosey oaks and tall pine trees. The officer shined his spotlight directly into Varnum's driver's side mirror. "Shit, that's bright," Varnum said, as he held his left hand up to shield his eyes. He rolled the driver's window down, staring out, waiting for the officer. An audible tone rang out over the in-flight speakers. "Welcome to Mecklenburg, Colorado, folks. This is your captain. Flight 6227 has been a pleasure. We are on our final approach and should be landing momentarily. It's a cloudy night in Mecklenburg with possible thunderstorms. Currently, the temperature outside is 65 degrees and local time is 9:45 p.m. Thanks for flying King Air, where we care about you," the pilot said. Captain Perry Hamilton was on his final flight. He was scheduled to retire, and his plan was to live his days out in hot and sunny Florida. He would land in Mecklenburg and take a courtesy flight to Palm Springs in the morning. "Thanks for the ride," the captain said with a smile. He picked up a picture of his wife and daughter. It was an older shot, but superstition had him tape it just in front of the throttle controls before every flight, for good luck. "That's always been a beautiful picture, Perry," the co-pilot said. "I'll miss it. And you, my friend. I've had the pleasure of flying on and off with you for damn near 20 years, brother," he said with pride and a little sadness. "It's been a great ride, Mo. I'm glad I could have you sit in right seat with me on this one," Perry said, as his heart fluttered and his eyes started to water. Moses Jackson had been his first officer on many flights over the years, and a close friend. "Take us in, Mo. You have the controls. Take us all home," he said with pride and love in his voice. The King Air A321 had 175 souls on board. "Driver's license and registration, please. I'm Trooper Crum with Colorado Highway Patrol." "Do you know why I stopped you?" the trooper asked Varnum as he shined his flashlight in his face. The trooper was new on the force, with a dangerous kind of youth. "Was I speeding, sir?" Varnum asked as he handed him the required documents. "John Varnum. Where are you heading to, sir?" To my mom's house, up near the airport. She's sick. My dad called me, said it wasn't looking good," Varnum said convincingly, while his mind began to play out scenarios of dealing with this nosy trooper. He knew the longer he spent with the guy, the more likely the civil servant would notice the blood in the passenger floorboard. Even though the carpet was burgundy, the trooper would eventually see the pile of mess Brandy had left and smell the metallic copper always so distinctive with blood. Varnum smiled as the trooper looked at his license, but that was when he noticed the piece of brain matter on the dash. "It's going to feel so good to sleep in my own bed tonight," Martha said. She had been traveling with her new husband for the last 2 weeks, seeing the world before the baby came. "I can't wait. Miss the dogs, too," replied her husband, Roy. He was all smiles. Roy had recently sold his electrical business, Sparks Electrical, an East Coast giant of a commercial wiring company, for a cool $4 million. The newlyweds were financially comfortable and set to retire early with their first child on the way. Chris ran from the house, block after block, knowing Crystal was dead. His heart told him so. He had been her dope husband for years, and they'd always shot up together. Fuck me, that must have been a hot load, he thought. Nothing like this had ever happened to them before. Her last words were, "Just give it to me already," he said to himself as he walked the sidewalk just outside of the airport's perimeter. Chris was sweating, scared, and mentally lost, when the right engine from the Airbus A321 came plummeting from the sky, crushing him into an unrecognizable and unrecoverable meaty mess.